Hello my lovelies and welcome to another video of Resonating Low. My name is Low and I'm here to show you how I farmed pretty much all of my gear in Nightmare and all of my mercenaries gear in Nightmare. And yes, I know there are not many high runes that drop in Nightmare, but there are many kind of good items that actually can drop in Nightmare. I'm showing you upgrades. So a rattle cage is usually something that I would throw away, but this was an upgrade for my merce, so I showed it. I'm showing it to you. Also, Immortal King belt was kind of an upgrade for me, so I used it for a long time until I actually got my Taurasha belt. I used the Immortal King's belt. And it actually dropped twice. So I have a spare IK belt if anyone needs. Then I got a Scoder's drop, but I forgot to record the beginning, and then I got it and I was like, oh no, did I record this? And I was like, no, I didn't. Fox. Anyway, next thing is the Najo. That's my second Najo. And I immediately used it because it was an upgrade, kind of. At least on the MF department. I'm showing you this because it has prevent monster heal. So you can go and kill the declone yourself when he spawns, when they do an event again. Here we have a Grim Scythe, which if you start a Necro, I guess, is a thing. And maybe not only, but also to remind you that the Saigon set is amazing. I gathered all of it in Nightmare and currently I'm using it on my Javazon, which I'm leveling up. This Source Amulet, which is essentially 15 to 0 res. This 40 code res, that's max resistance that you can get, and some MF. Magnus skin I use on my Javazon because it's an early 22 attack speed and fire resistances gloves. Here we have 4 mana and 7 life leech. Also another item that you usually throw away, but this time I used it on the Javazon in the early levels. A Grim Shield is always nice to see if you don't have a Monarch. So I actually gave it to my friend until he gets the Monarch. Even though it's ethereal, he used it and he didn't use at all many of the durability. And now we have a triple drop. Taurash's weapon, a unique ring, and Alder's head. This dwarf star is usable in the beginning, but the Taurasha wrote perfect to all masteries, and the Alder is just a nice thing to have if you're a druid. Then we got Trunks, which is a good sorc gloves with the 20 faster cast rate. And the other thing besides Nightmare that I actually could farm is Arcane Sanctuary and Countess. I didn't do like hundreds of runs there, I just did a few, I don't know, 20, 50 runs. But I'm showing you kind of the highlights and the keys. I also got my Monarch here, and this is even before I found the Scoders. You can see I'm still with the Q Hagen, and I got a Monarch, and as you can imagine, it's already 4-socketed, that's why I'm showing it to you. And again, I forgot to record how I make it, but this is the result with 34 faster cast rate. And this is a gift from Top Secret with 26 faster cast rate, but it was better than nothing. At some point I swapped to the Tau weapon when I gathered 3 pieces of the Tau set. Countess dropped those gloves, which can be useful for an early something. This guy that was chilling outside of tower dropped the mage gloves, the mage fist gloves, the gloves that you would use on the source. And then I am with 302 magic find and 84 faster cast rate. Some keys from Countess. And then I felt grown up enough to go and try the pits, and I got this Durios shell, which was an upgrade from the Ratto cage on my mercenary. And I got the favorite blue gloves of all, which are upgrade for my Javazon when I just hit level 63. I still need to level the Javazon up, but that was all for now. I am happy with Nightmare. In Nightmare you can find pretty much most of the required sorcerer's gear for the beginning. You can find the Oculus, you can find the gloves, both chances and Mage Fist. You can find the War Travelers. You can even find Shaco, just Shaco drops only from Bayo, and I was running Diablo and Bayo. You can find SOJ. I found BK3. I unfortunately forgot to. Again, I wasn't recording, so I found Bukato's ring in Nightmare, the Neju rings in Nightmare. Nightmare is a pretty easy and pretty good place to farm in the very beginning of ladder when you don't have a lot of characters and when you don't have a lot of help and you're very low level. So I would just a pro tip, like and sub, right? For the lows pro tip of the day. If you're probably below level 80, you can just go and farm Nightmare. It's much easier. The only downside is that you don't get levels, but it will be way easier and you get a lot of the same things that you aim for in Hell. Of course, I know things like Arachnid Smash and Taurash's armor and Griffons I can't really drop in Nightmare, but when you have all the rest and you have above 300 MF and you gathered your faster cast rate or whatever you are, character you are, you can then go and do level runs like Bayo and Diablo in Hell, and then you can go to farm the hardcore stuff like Taurash's armor and Griffon's Eye and Tyrio's Might and whatnot. So that was it for today. Thank you for watching till the end. Again, please like this video, subscribe and comment down below where do you farm if you're level 70 and how do you get your gear, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!